the team in football has to be who's over here in America playing for the right. That's right, I do. The brand name is 23. You want to get 23? Tell them David Beckham sent you, because I'm David Beckham and this is a show before a show. Dick is about to come in the studio here in a minute, but I'm just letting you all know what's going on. It's a show before a show with David Beckham. There's going to be a lot coming up on, it's a lot of rumours. I'm personal friends with Drew himself. He's a good mate of mine. He's a good bloke. I tell you what, all these rumours, they're not true. I just tell you that much right now. But Dick is going to call him. He's going to call in. We're going to get a whole thing going on. It's going to be awesome. Hope you're enjoying the show before the show. This is me, David Beckham. David Beckham, as I said, I sell sofas now. Sofas, excuse me, I said that wrong. Sofas and chest of drawers. I like to do drawings. My name is David Beckham. This is David Beckham! We're getting ever bit closer here. That's a funny one, that Dick Dragons. And I tell you what, we got a little bit more to go. It's the show before the show with David Beckham. I'm sitting here again with my wife, Paul Spice. Many of you know her. She was in the Spice Girls. I don't even really know her real name. I just know her name now is Posh Beckham. That's all that matters to me. Posh Beckham on the show before the show with her husband, David Beckham, 23. And I gotta get this show ready here for old Dick. He really hates the music that this game's got. If anybody from Madden comes across this, I just want to let you know, you did a terrible job at picking music. This has got to be the worst music I've ever listened to. I mean, you got freaking Blake Shelton, you got Jason Aldean, this guy, I've never even heard these people, Lakilly 47, The Chemist, they spelled that wrong. You know they're stupid, they spelled that wrong. Aesop Rock, Flostradamus, Bits in the Tantrums, Flow Rider. I actually like that Flow Rider, that one, he's a good one. Brantley Gilbert, give me a break. 2 Chainz, stupid. 303, you want to talk about a stupid band. 303. 303, they don't even know what they're doing, lads. Kel Dodds. Kel Dodds sounds like the bully that lived down the street there when I was living in that, London. Mayhem and Antiserum and Matt Trump. Matt Turnup. I thought that was Matt Trump. I thought he was the new president's son. All of a sudden, my accent says changed from Cockney to it's changed to Liverpool. But y'all could turn in here. You tune in for one reason and one reason only, and that's for the Dick Dragons show. Dick in your face. And guess what, folks? He's about to come on live. This has been David Beckham. It's a show before a show. Thanks for listening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce in the studio, Dick Dragons. Hi folks, this is Dick Dragons here. I know y'all all been waiting all week for this show. This is our second show. We've had a huge viewership. We've had 23 views, which is funny. David Beckham just talked about 23. He said that a lot. That was his number, y'all. That was his number when he was at LA Galaxy, and I'm pretty sure it was his number with Real Madrid, but this isn't a soccer show. This isn't for those guys. This is Dick Dragons, Dick in your face! And we're about to get into some big stories coming up this week. To start off, this is Dick's Hard Take. My first hard take this week, I want to talk about a team that a lot of people don't really talk about much, and we're going to bring this to light. And that's right, I'm pointing them out right there. I'm highlighting them on your screen. That's the Oakland Raiders. Coach Jordan Brown has been there for just a little bit while. He's been there for 3 years now. This team has made it to the playoffs, but they just can't make it to the Super Bowl. Well, that's what. Let's look at these standings here. It's not looking good for him this year, I can tell you that much. And I don't know if he watches this show, but we're about to tell him, look, he's winning the division. It's the worst division in football, I believe. They're 6-4. That actually surprises me. That shows you how much I've really been paying attention. That's how low the Oakland Raiders, that's how low they fly under the radar. Jordan Brown, he hardly ever checks. I reckon his wife locks him up in the basement after every game. She won't let him out. That's what I've been hearing, folks. You know, you're going to hear, we're going to get into it a little bit about really crappy journalist Sharon Peters. She's been sending out some slanderous stuff. But you're hearing this from a reliable source right here, folks. Jordan Brown gets locked up in his basement after games by his wife. Now, she's a great lady, and I don't blame her, but they say that Jordan Brown is a tomcat, and that we've got to lock him up because, man, the streets of Oakland are rough, folks. I can tell you that from experience. Back in my days as a biker, when I was in a motorcycle gang, believe it or not, old Dick was in a motorcycle gang. Like I said, though, rough streets, rough crowd. Jordan Brown at 6-4. We've got our third viewer here. This is the largest audience at one time on a live stream so far. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. By the way, before I get into it, excuse me. Do you like eating breakfast food? I know I do. But guess what? Do you like being confused and not knowing where the hell you're going? Well, guess what? That's good because I can get you to the right place. That's the Rising Sun Diner in Sparta. Are we on Spring Street or are we on Mayberry? Hell, we don't know. We don't know ourselves. There's a sign up on this one that says Rising Sun. There's a sign up on this one that says Rising Sun. This one went out of business. This one's still in business. When this one went out of business, guess what? We moved and put a sign there too. So if you like being breakfast and being confused at the same time, come on down to the Rising Sun Diner. Are we on Spring Street or are we on Mayberry Street in Sparta? You'll never know. You'll just have to figure it out yourself. That's part of the fun at eating at Rising Sun. Okay, now let's continue getting back into this here. This great mystery of Jordan Brown. They've got a big matchup coming, as you can see here. This is a look at the Rams schedule. And by the way, holy crap, folks. This is not fair. I hope the NFL really reviews this next year. They really are trying to screw the Super Bowl team, the world champs, out here. Let me look at these. There's a lot of wins in a row there. Excuse me. The Packers at Cardinals, at Raiders, at Lions, that's a whole different story right there. That's 4 road games in a row, but wow. Anyways, look at that. Week 14, Sunday Night Football at Oakland. This game used to be a big rivalry. Both these teams, as you all well know, Los Angeles Rams or Los Angeles Raiders, I'm not really sure about that. Don't stop me on that one. But they usually share the same stadium. Big rivals. Ice Cube is a big Raiders fan. Snoop Dogg is a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And I really don't know who's an LA Rams fan yet. I think Matthew McConaughey is. Him and Drew Haston are best friends. Him and Leo and Matthew McConaughey, they have some big parties, big old time parties. But anyways, this game's not going to mean jack crap is what I'm getting at. Jordan Brown, step your game up. It's time for Hard Take number 2! We're going on Hard Take number 2 right here. And Hard Take number 2 is this. Rodney Haston has not come out one bit and talks about... He has not talked about his cocaine addiction. And I'm getting really concerned for him. Again, like I told you all last week, Rodney Haston likes to point fingers to me. He called me a pussy. I told you he likes to use bad language. This is a typical Rodney Haston bravado. He's coming after me. Let me tell you something, brother. You got a 3-7 record right now, and you're snorting cocaine every night. You need to get yourself clicked in the hospital. I don't know what y'all did with Johnny Manziel, but y'all had a good thing going on right there. Just get yourself. This is the second week in a row that I've just really been pleading out for you, man. You got to get some help. I need you to call me next week. We really want to have you on the show. He says he's never going to be on the show. I just don't understand it. And for those of you who don't know, let's just go back. This is what me and Raji Hastings' history goes. I used to cover the NCAA when Raji Hastings was the coach at Notre Dame. I'm sorry, he was the coach at Vanderbilt. Well, all these rumors start coming out that Raji Hastings joined to Notre Dame, which they were true. I was having texts from someone in South Bend. They were texting me saying that. And he didn't. He took exception to that. And the fact is, he was gonna go. He ended up going to the NFL. I think he did it just to spite me, just to tell you the truth. Raji, if you're watching, which I think that you are, which I mean I don't know that you are. There's only 3 people, and I don't know who all's watching. This is the most televised show in WBBQ history. But if you're watching, let's talk on the phone next week. We'll do a whole show dedicated to Raji Hastings versus Dick Dragons. Alright, now it's time to dive into a big topic that's been brewing just today, which I think this is a bunch of nonsense, but we're going to get into it. Alright, there's the pictures that got released. It looks very Photoshopped, believe me. If Drew Hastings looks that good, I mean, he's going to have all kinds of people crawling all over him, not even just Michael Sam. But anyways, they're saying that he's gay, which I don't know what that's, I know that's not true. The guy's married. There's just all kinds of stuff going on. This is from Sharon Peters. She says that Michael Sam talks about how he used to play for the Rams, which we're about to break some myths here because this is some very poor reporting on her side. Talk about how he used to play for the Rams. Well, guess what? He played for the Rams when Jeff Fisher was there and all that good stuff. And this is all coming about because there's been some big rumors coming. Somebody close to Jerry Jones has been saying that Jerry Jones is really wanting Drew Hastings to come and play and coach at Dallas. And this is kind of where all this is stemmed from. We've all got our theories. I think that we all know the truth. I'm trying to get Coach Hastings on the phone right here. Just bear with me. We'll see if we can get him on the phone. I'm calling him right now. You're not going to get this on any other show, folks. I can tell you that much. But this is just been the craziest thing, and I just can't understand it. Yeah, is this Coach Hastings? Are you there, Coach Hastings?
Hey Dick, this is Drew. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Coach. It's good to hear from you. First off, can you talk about all the crazy rumors that are going off? Do you want to address those?
I mean, to me, there's only one real thing going on to this, and that's Caleb Lowry. He's jealous that I beat him 2 times in a row. I've outscored him 66 to 14. I just think that he's leaked all this stuff out. Here's the thing, Michael Sam, he hasn't played for the Rams since they were in St. Louis, and I don't know if y'all know this, but I've only been the coach at LA for 2 years, and like I said, it's in LA, not in St. Louis. I'm sure he's a great guy. I have nothing against him. But these rumors just aren't true. I'm a happily married man. This is just getting ridiculous. He's trying to break up something over here. I think he's behind all these rumors with Dallas, just trying to get all this broken up. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Just like I said earlier this week. We're walking through the chocolate factory, and Coach Lowry, he's Augustus Gloop, and he's about to get stuck in a chocolate pot. That's all.
Coach Lowry, why such animosity? You're generally a pretty quiet-spoken guy. You're a little quirky at your press conferences. You say some weird stuff like getting stuck in a chocolate pop. I mean, to me, saying you're getting stuck in a chocolate pop sounds like you've been in L.A. just a little bit too long, if you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I mean, why is the animosity all of a sudden against Coach Lowry?
Well, I have respect for Coach Lowry, but I just think what all got this started is he tried to compare my defense to his defense. He said he modeled his defense after mine, which is it's insulting, to be honest with you. We work hard, we practice hard, 2 plays. And to me, when you're doing things right and you're whipping a team like we whipped the Jags, I think it's time for him to just step down just a little bit. If you want to pick on the sisters of the poor, hey man, go for it. That's fine. But if you want to come talk to the big dogs, like the LA Rams, well, we're going to put up a fight because we're not going to hear that nonsense.
Oh my goodness, folks, this is some real stuff right here coming from Coach Drew Haston. Coach Drew Haston of the LA Rams joins us. Now, Coach, one thing that we need to talk about too is your brother, Raji. What's going on with Raji? Is he addicted to cocaine like I think he is?
Well, I don't think that he is. I just saw him the other day, and he seemed to be doing pretty well. Now, whether he's doing well because he's got so much cocaine with him, I don't know. I don't believe that. I think that he's just not doing a good job coaching right now. That's all there is to it. And whenever he gets fired, he's got a spot on my staff. That's for sure. He would improve our team. That's for sure.
What do you have to say about your rumors going to Dallas? Are those true or not?
Like I said, I'm not going to lie to anybody. I feel like I'm a man of character, and I'm not going to lie. If Coach, I'm not saying not Coach, but if Jerry Jones wants to talk to me about the job, I'm always going to be open. Dallas is like another home to me. But I love LA right now. I think my wife's happy in LA, but I think she'd be a lot happier in Texas. Because I tell you what, the traffic here gets on. She's got road rage, and man, there's been some nights where I've had to lock myself in the basement with Jordan Brown because I've had to go up NorCal because my wife's come home from traffic just punching holes in walls and tearing little birds' heads off and kicking cats and drowning them in the pool and all kinds of stuff like that. It's been wild. So I think a little bit, as crazy as it sounds, moving to a big city like Dallas, a little bit slower pace would do my life a little bit of good. But hey, we got a good thing going here in LA. Obviously, Coach Lowry is very jealous of it right now. I think he wants to get me out of here because he's ran the cap and he's actually been a GM like a middle schooler, and we've got a lot of young talent we've traded and we've drafted and we've made good moves, and he's destroyed his team. They're not going to win the Super Bowl, and I think what's going to end up happening is he's trying to get me out of LA so he can come here and he can take over LA. That's just my theory on it, Dick.
Wow. Very interesting. Do you have anything else to say before we let you go about all the Michael Sam rumors and all that stuff? Anything else to say about it?
I don't have anything else to say. I have nothing to prove. Like I said, Michael Sam was not there. He's been out of football for 6-7 years. I was still in college at that time. I was a grad assistant at the University of Tennessee, Go Vols, and I don't even know anything about this. I've not been with the Rams organization until I took a job in LA. I went from the University of Tennessee straight to Coach Justin Turney's Titans. I was a defensive coordinator there, and then God bless me, and I'm getting to coach at the LA Rams. I tell you what I think. I think Caleb Lowry is an Islamist, and he is trying to propagate all this, and he's attacking great Christian men. And nothing against that community, but the extremism that Coach Lowry's coming at us with, just don't appreciate. And there's room for us all here, buddy. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to say anything else. I just want to leave it at that, and I want to say go Rams.
All right, folks. Well, that was Drew Haston. He just hung up the phone. Obviously, he was just a little fired up on that. Man, that was some good stuff there from the LA Rams coach. All right. Well, we're about to take some phone calls first, and then we're going to look at some tweets here. Let me see here. Let me get my phone up. This says, Dick, when you wake up in the morning, is your name standing say? Okay, I'm not reading that. Okay, come on, folks. I know that my name's Dick, but I didn't get to choose that. My mom did, and I don't know why, but that's just what she picked. Okay, let's see here. This says, Dick, when you go to the bathroom, does your name okay, come on, folks. Come on now. My goodness. This show is turning into something else. I tell you what, we got, talks about stuff going on, men with other men. We got stuff going on claiming about extreme Islam. We got stuff going on talking about y'all making fun of my name. This is not funny. Alright, before we take our phone calls, let me see here. Let me get my ad up. Alright, folks. If you want something to eat and you don't really care how disgusting the floor looks, because they end up having some good food, go to the Casa Luna. Casa Luna, we got some disgusting floors, but we're still serving some good chicken parmesan. It's the best in town. We got some good pizza. And Casa Luna, come on down. We won't make you eat off the floor. We'll make you eat off a plate. So ignore the floor and all the breadcrumbs in it. Come on down. All right. There's something else that I want to get into, folks. Justin Turney got his little butt stomped last week, and we watched the game, and it was on Sunday Night Football. I think the thing is Justin Turney has got Caleb Lowry in his head just a little bit. It's just been the craziest thing. I think that, unfortunately, he may have lost the AFC South, and by losing that game, he tries just a little too hard. Here's a look at Justin Turney. One Super Bowl, one championship. He's two of his players have won yearly rewards. While we're on it, let's just look here. It's just, for whatever reason, Caleb Lowry's showing up as D. Bradley. He's a bald-headed man. He has nothing. He's got one AFC championship. I mean, I guess if that's what you're into, then go for it. I mean, this is just turning into a crazy dynasty. That's all I got to say. For all you folks out there that are outside of this and that are watching this, this is just turning into some real mudslinging, and I'm just really disappointed, too, in Coach Drew Hastings for coming out so strong. He usually never says anything. The one person there's actually two people who haven't been in part of this mudslinging, and that's Raji Hastings and Jordan Brown. Raji Hastings too high to say anything, and Jordan Brown's locked up in his wife's basement. It's the craziest thing. Well, let's go back and see here and look and see if we've got anything here. Let's see. I'm going to try and see if we can get Sharon Peters on the line. We talked to her last week. She's a crappy journalist. We talked to her last week, and she didn't do a very good job. Let's see what we got here. Again, you're not going to find this on the Colin Cowherd show. We're just live calling people like this and them not expecting it. It's going to be crazy. Hey, is this Sharon Peters?
Sharon Peters is getting in the bed.
No, just hold on just a second, folks. Hang on just a second, folks. We're getting Sharon Peters. Is this Sharon Peters? Hello.
This is Sharon Peters' number, but she's in the bed.
Who is this on the line?
Because me and her have just been laying pipe. And she's too tired to come to the phone. So quit calling.
Who is this? Wow. This is turning into an ugly, disgusting show. Episode 2 is out of control, folks. I'm losing my mind right now. We've got all kinds of accusations flying. I feel like I've just jumped in the middle of a mud puddle with a couple big old hippopotamuses. I'm pretty sure that was Coach Hastings right there. So he ain't in Miami. He's at Sharon Peters' house. He's releasing all this stuff about his brother. We got all this stuff going on, and there's something I want to talk about. Contrails. We got contrails from the airplanes. They're coming over. They're flying out. They got all this stuff coming out from their jets, and it's the government's putting all this stuff in these things, and it's releasing it in the atmosphere, and it's controlling controlling our minds, and it's giving us lisp, and we can't stop talking like this. We got people making fun of us because it's getting in their minds and they're being hateful. We got all this hate going on, and then the Russians are going to come over here because they're in on it. They're going to take over. It's the New World Order, folks. The New World Order is coming over, and they're going to take over. Vladimir Putin is going to be the president of the United States, and it's going to be the president of the United Russian States. It's the USA. It's the Russia, America, however you want to say it. That's what's going to happen because we're letting all these contrails into the air. All right. Got a text here. The Warriorettes won tonight. The Sparta White County Warriorettes win 91-44. Congratulations. That's our girls right there. The Warriorettes. All right. Let's see here. Hey, folks, are you in the marketplace for some synthetic marijuana, or are you needing to pass a drug test and you need to buy some fake urine? Come on down to the BP in between Hardee's and Red Turner's. We got that stuff for sale. We even got stuff for sale like bongs and crack pipes. But you know what? We tell everybody that they're just bases. That's it. They can't crack us down for it. Okay, here comes a phone call, and it's Taylor from Jacksonville. Oh, my gosh, Taylor from Jacksonville. Yes, Taylor from Jacksonville. Go ahead.
Hey, Dick,
You're on the Dick Dragon Show, Caleb in Jacksonville.
Let me just tell you something, Dick. I heard your little friends, Coach Hastings, talking about how he outscored me. Let me tell you this. You're right. He has beat me, and I'm whipping everybody else, and I'm coming for him this year, and I will kill every one of his players. I'll kill his quarterback. I'll kill everybody I have to beat his butt. And I promise you, when I do play him again, I will kill him, and he'll probably be trying to get a job in Miami with his brother. That's how bad I'm going to make him look. And I'm sorry I'm going on a rant, Dick, but let me tell you something. I'm sick and tired of his mouth. I'm not Augustus Gloop. I'm freaking Willy Wonka.
Well, Willy Wonka's giving that chocolate factory away, brother. He's giving it to Charlie, and Coach Hastings said he was Charlie.
Absolutely not, because I'm sticking around, and I'm going to beat everybody's butt.
Well, I got a question for you. What do you think about... Oh, wow, he hung up. Just like that. What a sore loser. I was going to confront him about some things, but he hung up, just like a coward would. Let me tell you something, folks. This Jacksonville team has caused a lot of problems. Like I said, we've got two of the most respectable coaches, in Coach Justin Turney and Coach Drew Hastings. They're the only two Super Bowl winners in this dynasty so far. And we got Caleb Lowry coming in here, causing all kind of ruckus, getting all these guys fired up. But let me tell y'all something. I think it's working. I think he's doing exactly what he wants. Because he's got Justin Turney so fired up that he can't see straight. And Drew Hastings, all he can think about is eating fried turkey tomorrow. I can tell you that much. He can't even, that's all he thinks about is fried turkey, and his wife killed him because she got road rage. I mean, you heard it here. It's the craziest thing. Kudos to the Jags. I don't like your style, Coach Lowry, but kudos to you, man. You got this going on. Let's take a look at some stuff here. I want to take a look at the Jags. Coach Lowry, he come in this league like a dynamo. Look at he's on top of the NFL. We can't talk trash about him. He's 10-1, folks. Look at that. He lost his first game. He ain't lost one since, I can tell you that much. At a time when everybody said this was going to be the season that separated the players from the players, the boys from the men. Well, let me tell you something. Here's the men. Here's the men. Here's the men. Here's the teenagers. Well, guess what? Here's the boys. I guess there's one consolation in being a boy. You're going to get a high draft pick next year if you hadn't been stupid and traded it. But my goodness, I hope Caleb Lowry does enjoy his drive because, hey, it's just like they said, that magic carpet's going to be coming down soon. Guess what, Aladdin? Jasmine's getting off. She ain't staying on that carpet ride because guess what? You spend all your little pesos or whatever they got over there, you spend all those on your magic carpet motor. And guess what? The magic carpet broke down and you ain't got no more money. And Jasmine, your date, she's there. She's like, where's the money? You gonna take me to Burger King or what? And you're like, I ain't got no money. Let's go get some deli meat and go kick it at the house and watch some Netflix and chill. Man, she's gonna get out there and seeing that monkey at Boo. They're gonna go Burger King. That's what's gonna happen. And I get it. I get all the conspiracy that, man, hey, you're trying to get Coach Hastings out of L.A. because you're wanting his team because you want that defense. Don't say you're trying to model that defense after him. You want his defense. You want Aaron Donald. You want Robert Quinn. You want Christian Crawford, a.k.a. Julio Jones' daddy, a.k.a. Julio Crawford. That's what you're wanting. You want to be Drew Hastings. That's what it is. That's what it all comes down to. You want Matthew McConaughey to be your best friend. You want Leo DiCaprio. So maybe he's pulling the strings too. I don't know. I'd like to hear from Jerry Jones on all this. I reckon he was pretty fired up that this has gotten leaked out though, because he's a loyal guy. I mean, he'll stick to you. He'll stick to you, man. Like if you're a turd and you're coming out of the butthole and you don't smell as bad as the other ones, he's still gonna stick with you. He's still gonna be like, that's my turd right there. All right. Excuse me. All right, folks. It's been a little bit shorter of a show. Not sure what kind of audience we got out there. I don't think we've had as many live comments as we did in the past, as we did on the previous show. But, again, are you hungry in Sparta? Well, do you like not getting your order correct? Well, guess what? I got a place for you to come on down. Come on down to the Sparta Sonic. We never get your order right. If you like having a mystery and being like, hey, I want a cheeseburger, and getting it out in the daggum thing's a grilled cheese sandwich or some chicken strips or something like that. And if you like surprises, man, the Sonic and Spartans, they got it going on. They will surprise the pants off you with some of the stuff they bring out there. If you want a vanilla milkshake and they bring you out of ocean water, I tell you what, if you get a vanilla milkshake and they bring you out an ocean water and you drink that thing, you want to talk about the surprise of your life. I tell you what, I screamed so loud. I mean, it was crazy. The people. Yeah, we got a tweet here that says there's no motor on the carpet, you idiot, Dick Justice. It's an analogy, you idiot. Hey, why don't you go to college and get educated like I did? I went to Rome State University, got my journalism degree, which means I had to read a lot of books and watch a lot of movies. And I watched a lot of Aladdin, and I know that Magic Carpet doesn't have a motor. Okay, you want another analogy? Let me think of one here real quick off the top of my head. All right, man, you're going, you got your honey with you. You're like, hey, let's go on the river. And let's get it. I bought all this money on this canoe. I got this big old nice canoe. We're going to go out. You get in the water. Guess what? You ain't got no paddles. Well, she don't care if the water's cold. She's getting out of that water. And that's what's going on in Jacksonville. He's just trying to get in a canoe that's already got paddles. That's all there is to it. And I'll call him out on it. I'll call him out on it. All right, folks. Well, coming up next here, it's time for Dick's closing remarks. All right, folks. Dick's closing remarks. Excuse me. It is hard. Sometimes you get excited in the studio. You get to talk about contrails and the government and the New World Order, and you get a little excited, and I apologize. Sometimes it gets my throat going all crazy and stuff like that, and I'm just very sorry. By the way, I want to shout out to all the NFL moms out there. If there's any moms of coaches or moms that are coaches' wives listening to the show like I heard there was last week, we just want to give you a shout out and say, put that baby to bed and listen to Dick in your face. That's all there is to it. Put that baby to bed. Coach Jordan Brown's wife, Andrea, if you're listening to this show, let him out of the basement and put that baby to bed. Let's listen to Dick Dragon's Dick in Your Face. I promise next week's going to be a more wholesome show. I promise, folks. As Donald Trump would say, believe me, it's going to be huge. Believe me, it's going to be great. It's going to be wholesome. Just believe me and just watch. I tell you what. All right, folks. All right, like I said, it's time for Dick's closing remarks. And Dick's closing remarks, excuse me, is brought to you by... Okay, folks, if you are in town in Sparta, and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to and taste. Guess what? It ain't there anymore. And you're like, oh, well, what is it now? And you're like, it's a new chapter. And you're like, it's over there by the clock shop. You're like, all right, here we go. Well, guess what? It ain't there anymore either. Come on down to Tina Tay's new chapter, new beginnings. We are located behind Sear Creations, the former location of the Crazy Mom. Come on down and check us out. We got all kinds of stuff there, folks, for you. And if you come on down and you mention Dick Dragon sent you, I guarantee you they'll give you some funny looks. That's the truth right there. All right, my closing remarks are this. The NFL right now is topsy-turvy. There's a lot of mudslinging going on. I'll be glad when this crap gets back to normal. Back when I'm the only one who's making all this stuff up. And just making it up as I go, I'm not. Sharon Peters, she's obviously doing things that she's not doing. She's not very wholesome. We're not going to have her on this show anymore. But I tell you what, folks. I'll be glad when the NFL gets back. I'll be glad when Kevin reaches out to us and we hear back from him. There's a little problem with the production of 69 for 69, what happened to Kevin. Well, there's one problem is we just haven't heard from Kevin. We've been trying to reach out for him. I'm the executive producer on that. And we're just really concerned for him. Last I heard, he was at the bar at Maison San Pedro. And I heard that he's gotten lost in a fishbowl of margarita. And folks, if you see Kevin at the Maison San Pedro, will you tell him to call old Dick Dragons? Because we really want to get this show wrapped up, the 69 for 69. But let me tell you something. There is a such thing as somewhere over the rainbow, as Dorothy once said. And I believe that one day that's going to come here to the NFL. This is just awful. I hate getting on here and talking about all this crap. I mean, yeah, it probably makes y'all laugh, but it doesn't make Dick laugh. I get home after this show, I go in my bed and I cry because it's just awful, folks. I just wish that Coach Lowry would extend out some peace. I wish that Coach Drew Haston, would extend some peace. I don't think that Coach Turney's going to be extending any peace anytime soon. He's made it pretty clear he hates the Jaguars, and that's okay. Rivalries are good, but it isn't nice to call each other names. Didn't y'all learn anything from your mothers? My goodness. I tell you what, old Mama Dragons, she was a nice lady. And she birthed a son, let me tell you something, that was as crazy as the day is long. And she was very tolerant of me, but she was my rival too. And the reason is because she didn't like the way that I talked. So she would make me sleep out on the porch. But guess what? She still fed me. I got a loaf of bread and a glass of water every day. And that was just so special to me, folks. So, there's hope for Dick and Mama Dragons. There's hope for Coach Lowry, Coach Drew Haston, and there's hope for Coach Justin Turney to turn this thing around. I know he's biting at the bit. He's really wanting to get in there in the Super Bowl, and he's really wanting to play Caleb Lowry. Not in the Super Bowl, but in the playoffs. He's wanting to get back in the Super Bowl. I believe this is a good NFL, and I believe this is a good group of guys. And I just really want you guys to show your true colors. Have I got any other comments here in the studio? Anybody want to say anything? I don't see any hands raising. Got some funny looks looking at me. Yeah, so that's it. That's the show. Remember, if you're tuning in on WBBQ Sparta, and you're not familiar with how this works, we stream the live show, Dick in Your Face, every Friday night, 9:45. Remember to tune in at 9:43. I got a new lead-in show hosted by the one and only David Beckham himself. It's called The Show Before the Show.
And it's some good stuff, folks, and I guarantee you that you're going to enjoy it from here on out. I just want to say thank you to David Beckham. I want to say thank you to Coach Lou Haston. Thank you to Caleb Lowry calling in. Thank you to Sharon Peters' husband / boy toy. I don't know. This is Dick Dragons on Dick!